Doma Sports Talk, worldwide, with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, some interesting news, right? Some interesting news. You know, some of the greats in the game of boxing right now. You got Canelo Alvarez. Many think is the face of boxing. He's been pound for pound number one. He's about 4 division champion, right? Nowadays, so that's that. So Canelo is all that. And we know that Canelo, he religiously fights on his Mexican holiday dates, one in May, of course, Cinco de Mayo, and then another one in September. That's his thing most of the time. So what happens, the boxing world kind of has gotten used to that, and that's what's up, right? So, a lot of other fights, like the one I'm about to tell you, kind of, say, well, wait, we better make sure his date is free. Is he going to fight or not? Listen, those days should be over. Canelo is, a lot of people, like the man, of course, for different reasons. He's a good fighter and all that, but he gets too many things. My point is he can have the date because lots of times, here's for example, and I'm going to mention it again, he could have fought Demetrius Andrade, I think it was 2019, 2020, for undisputed on the Mexican holiday in September, but just didn't want to fight Andrade for undisputed at middleweight, so he waited to fight November with Sergey Kovalev. There was no reason there. No one was hurt. Demetrius was ready, begging, and, he could have fought. But no, I'm just going to... And Kovalev had fought, now mind you, like I think end of August or something, against your boy Anthony Yard and had a hard fight. And Kovalev, will tell you to today, I didn't have enough time to recover from that to fight Canelo. But Canelo gave him exactly what it was. It was about $12 million he gave Kovalev just to not fight Andrade on that date. So my point is, when you see that boxing world don't need to be waiting for what's Canelo going to do. Because we know it's so many fighters he's not going to fight. Canelo's not going to fight Andrade on Cinco de Mayo. He's not going to fight Charlo on Cinco de Mayo. He's not going to fight Benavidez on Cinco de Mayo, right? Gilberto Ramirez, he's not going to fight. He's not going to fight Bivol, Better Biv. He's not going to... The WBA, who's mandating everyone else, the regular champions, to fight the champions, at 168, the regular champion is who? David Morrell, an awesome fighter. They're not mandating Canelo to fight him either. So if we're not going to see any of those 6, I'm tipping John Ryder. So the boxing world's going to wait till Canelo announces John Ryder. Last time he was trying to announce Macaboo. Why are we waiting? So we go to the fights that should wait. Andy Ruiz Jr., coming off a win over Louis the Real King Kong Ortiz. Deontay Wilder, coming off a win against your boy Robert Helenius. They're going to fight for that mandatory slot to face Tyson Fury. But they're waiting to see what Canelo does. I think that's ludicrous. I think you have to fight on that day, and then if you guys fight, right, that forces Canelo to do something good. Because, see, what they're doing is lying to you about how many people are trying to watch Canelo. Because Canelo has to be in a fight that we think he's a possibility, just like everybody else, that he could lose. Right? With him, we don't want him in fights that he could possibly lose. When is the last one? The closest one was Bivol. And Bivol was to not fight Andrade too. Right? So he goes up there to fight Bivol because Bivol, he doesn't want to fight Better Biv or Gilberto Ramirez. He was the weakest one. And that didn't go right so well for him. So he's not going to rematch him. The world saw him. Who doesn't rematch immediately? Especially a face of boxing or number 1 pound for pound. That was an accident. That was an exception to the rule for him losing to Bivol, right? So he's supposed to go right back in there and handle that business. Didn't have to, right? You pick Golovkin, So for that, everybody's waiting. Man, Deontay Wilder and Andy Ruiz Jr. need to fight regardless of what Canelo does, because people are going to watch that damn fight, especially some Mexicans. Right? They're going to watch that fight, and Deontay Wilder, the whole world stops when he fights. The problem is no one says they're watching, But everybody's going to watch whoever, nobody, because they know it could be a damn knockout. And a lot of people, even casual fans, like to see somebody get flatlined. And you know, when you watch this skinny dude, that could possibly happen. So no, Deontay Wilder and Andy Ruiz Jr. shouldn't be waiting around to see what Canelo going to do on Cinco de Mayo or no other damn day. Doma Sports Talk Worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.